Welcome, G3 investors. We're going to look at the week ended September 2nd, 2022. Well, the market continued its third week down, stalling right below the 200-day moving average, as we can see here on this 2-year chart of the S&P 500. The SPY was down about 1.1% on Friday and just under 1% at 0.08 for the week. Now take a look at SPY. Let's look at the Qs. QQQ, a very similar look, stalled right below the 200-day here on the August the 16th. And if we look at IWF, which is the Russell 1000, similar look. And the mid-cap 400 IJK, very similar look. Actually got a little bit above 200-day there. Well, we follow 21 ETFs on the long side, and 18 of those 21 ETFs look just like similar to the SPY and the QQQ. It doesn't matter much what we pick. They all look very similar. So if we look at technology, which is XLK, very similar look. If we look at the industrials, XLI, very similar look. It actually did get above, and it peaked above the 200-day, but it's looking pretty weak. And of course, if we look at the transports, YTD, very similar look. One more. Surely the semiconductor index was up. Nope. It looks even worse. So what was strong? We only had 3 ETFs that were strong. And probably one of the strongest was the oil and gas sector, as shown here by the oil and gas companies, and then UNG, which is the gas prices, and USO, which is the oil prices. And that's the weakest one of the 3. It looks like it's ready to stall right here. So we have a very weak market, and it's getting weaker. So how are we making out, and how are we making our money? Well, let's take a look at that a moment. Here we can see that we made 2.6%, almost $10,000, just in the first 2 days of the month. And how are we doing that? Well, we're shorting the market, and we're up over 100% year to date, and we're crushing our benchmark of the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ. So if we go back and we take a look at, let's just look at the short of the Qs, which is the SQQQ. You see right here, it's right around the 48. And this big move, we made a lot of money. Even in the last 2 days, we made good money, but we made money in the prior month as well. And maybe we can take a look at that. Yeah, on this one, I think we got in around 44.30 or somewhere around here. When it peaked right above that, that high there was 44.28. We got in there and we held until the end of the day. We got stopped out around here somewhere, and made, I don't know, $3,000 or $4,000 on that trade. Before I go, let's take a look at the heat map. This is a 1-month heat map of the S&P 500, and there's not very much green on the screen. The only sectors is energy, oil and gas, a little bit on the consumer defensive, and property insurance, and a little on capital markets. Well, that's it for this week's video. This is Greg Gallagher, wishing you good luck and good trading.